Welcome back to Sir Sketch-A-Lot. I'm your host, Chris, and we're going to go over another sketchbook tour here. So this is going to be like probably a little bit briefer one. This is a fairly old sketchbook. I think it's about 20 years old, and it's actually one that I bought down at the San Diego Comic-Con. They were actually selling them for $5 to show that you could bind your own book. So they were just binding their own books and selling them. And so I got one, and you can tell when I get into this, this is almost every page is about to fall out. And so it's actually a horrible book binding system, but here we are. And the paper wasn't that great either. So let's just go through this real quick here. Okay. So I've got a pastel drawing here. So yeah, it says 2003. So this is about 20 years. Pretty close. And as usual with my other sketchbooks, I will always test the paper by doing multimedia or different media on those. And this particular one, this kind of fought almost every medium I put on there, with the exception of maybe paint or markers, since it's a thicker paper. So these are color erase pencils, graphite, and I'll kind of put these bookmarks in here, these little tabs here, just in case I want to develop a drawing further. These are some pencil drawings. I think I was working on a character for a modern day, like SS Nazi super chick or something like that. This actually turned into a painting, this caterpillar type of thing, for a Star Wars guide. Okay, you can see that everything's just coming out right there. So I went and tried some of these. I just put down some ink, did some light pencil over the top of it. So this was kind of fun. This turned out well for that medium. And then I just tried some other color erase pencils here, Prismacolor. Used some gouache over here after I did a quick airbrush pass with just a monochrome to see how well it would take that. And so that's what I've done on here. So a couple drawings of Jay Cutler, obviously caricature. These are all Prismacolor pencil. Yeah, I remember actually going through this book and remember not liking how it took almost any medium, so it was kind of a struggle. So, and I gone back in here and I pasted in. This was kind of just a comp I did for the Shining South, Wizards of the Coast. It was a guide for Shining South. And then I took this, and this was a graphite drawing with a mechanical pencil, and I didn't go as detailed as I could, but I did want to see how detailed it would get, and it did actually a pretty good job. So that's not bad with those. This is a combination of color erase pencils, and then this pencil is called Ink in a Bottle. So when you draw with it, if you get it wet or anything like that, it will have kind of a bluish. It'll change colors a little bit and kind of bleed, so I guess it's got some sort of ink or something inside of it, so kind of interesting. These are kind of fun. This is just ballpoint pen. A little bit of marker pen, more color erase pencil. This is a strong man. I'm trying to think of his name. He passed away though, about 30 years old, so he's a Canadian. Big dude, but too bad he passed. And just some additional drawings, just doing body parts, you name it. These, I was throwing in a little bit of marker with it. I think this woman was someone off of Star Trek right here. is off of I think it was Shore Leave or one of those, maybe it was a different episode, but I looked her up and had a couple other photos, and they're really kind of fun to do. This is the ink in a bottle pencil as well. Again, took this in gouache. I had my airbrush. I really don't do much airbrush. I hardly have any paints for it, but I mixed this up just real quick and kind of did a little underwater scene. Again, this paper, whatever it was, it fought virtually every medium you put on here. This is gouache. A couple more drawings here. And we're about through this. Yeah, if you have any questions about any of these things, please put them down in the comment. Any comments of, you can critique, say what you like, what you don't like, and throw out, some suggestions of the sketchbooks maybe that you guys like, you'd recommend, and maybe I'll look into filling one of those sketchbooks with something. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So thanks for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you got something out of this, and appreciate you joining me, and we'll talk to you next time.